Good evening. Members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to testify. My name is Rachel Jerris. I'm a nurse. I live in Lincoln. I'm here to strongly support Bill 2163 and oppose all of the other bills that are being heard tonight. Nearly 2/3 of Rhode Islanders support keeping abortion safe and legal, yet a bill to codify Roe v. Wade hasn't moved forward in our state, and abortion restrictions continue to be introduced. In Ireland, a country where 85% identify as Catholic, 66% of voters just chose to end the bans on abortion. It's very telling that in a country like Ireland, where abortion has always been illegal, that even men spoke out passionately in support of a woman's right to choose. They have seen the true cost of forced birth and the very real suffering when it is banned, and even the death that it can cause. But you need to understand, the fact is, abortion doesn't decrease when it's banned. It just becomes unsafe, and unsafe abortion is deadly. Abortion continues in countries, even like El Salvador, that impose 30-year prison terms for women having abortions, sometimes even miscarriages. According to the World Health Organization, 80,000 women die each year globally due to unsafe abortion. Deaths due to abortion almost exclusively occur in countries where abortion is banned. I'm tired of people treating pregnancy and childbirth like it's so natural and so normal that all women should always desire it. Pregnancy is a dangerous time for women. In this country, 1,200 women die each year as a direct result of pregnancy and childbirth. Another 150,000 suffer near-death complications, and that grossly underestimates the risk. Maternal mortality is only counted up to 42 days after birth, and long-term complications of pregnancy are not even counted. Every woman's pregnancy involves suppression of her immune system to accommodate the foreign fetus. Plasma volume increases up to 50%. Changes in the cardiovascular system are profound, and by 8 weeks gestation, the cardiac output has already increased by 20%, putting a strain on heart and blood vessels. Just these changes alone can have deadly consequences for pregnant women. There are so many other medical issues that it would take hours to sit here and even try to list them, so I'll spare you that. But only a minority of people in this country want to see abortion banned. However, this minority is working hard to introduce restrictions and create barriers to access to safe abortion. These incremental tactics are an effort to impose their beliefs on all women, and women are dying as a result. The maternal mortality rate keeps rising, and it is especially severe for people of color. And that's due to the assault on reproductive rights. And now the United States has the highest maternal mortality rate in the developed world. Just look at Texas. It has some of the most severe restrictions on abortion, and it has the highest maternal mortality rate in the country. We are returning to maternal mortality levels not seen in this country since the 1950s. I'm a nurse, a mother, and a grandmother. I know that women were allowed to die rather than perform abortion. I was present when a woman died in childbirth, and I nearly died in childbirth myself. It's the only time in 40 years of marriage that I've ever seen my husband cry. Sorry. I was aware of an 11-year-old forced to give birth after being raped by a family member, and I cared for women repeatedly impregnated against their wishes by controlling abusive husbands. I gave nursing care to 2 children with the same horrific fatal birth defect born to the same unfortunate mother. The only counseling the woman received was that it was her duty to submit to her husband. I can't imagine the grief and the guilt that mother endured. But if you close your eyes and really try hard to imagine it, you won't even come close to imagining the horror of the prolonged suffering of both of those children. Every woman who chooses abortion has a reason. We have no right to know the details, nor do we have a right to judge. We must trust women with the moral agency over their bodies and their lives and assure that they have access to reproductive health care, including abortion. And I urge you so strongly to bring Bill 2163 to the floor for a vote, and I urge its passage. Thank you.
Thank you.